Today, I will be giving a speech on my first topic research assignment, which was the invisible threat in our world, microplastics and public health, specifically in South Korea. So, imagine drinking a glass of water that looks perfectly clear and ready to drink. Yet inside of it are thousands of microscopic plastic fragments. You can't see them, taste them, nor smell them, but they're going to be there, entering your body through your mouth and growing and staying inside you every single day, whether that be air, food, water. Today, I'm going to persuade you that microplastics have become a growing public health problem in South Korea because exposure is widespread through a variety of mediums air, water, and food, while the effects on human health are dangerously understudied. And first, I'll explain the scope of the problem, then discuss the cause behind this hidden pollution, and finally, I'm going to propose solutions on how we as people can avoid them. Microplastics are everywhere. That's the truth. In South Korea, people are being exposed at alarming rates. According to a 2023 report from the South Korea National Health Commission, studies found between half a piece to more than 6 pieces of microplastic per cubic meter in the air, and smaller amounts in treated drinking water. Even more concerning, everyday foods like salt, anchovies, and shellfish are all containing measurable amounts of microplastics. Soil samples have also showed hundreds of pieces per kilogram, proving that contamination has spread to farmland as well. This means that South Koreans inhale and ingest thousands of microplastics every single year, and scientists have even found microplastics in the placentas of pregnant women. That just shows how, before even being born, you're going to be exposed to these plastics. Yet researchers still fully don't know how these particles are doing inside the human body. Early studies are suggesting possible risks like inflammation, hormone disruption, and stress, but a lot more concrete evidence is needed. The cause of this crisis really lies within how deeply plastics are embedded into our lifestyle. Bottles of water, jugs, even the stuff that we touch day to day, like our technology or computer monitors, like there is plastic, are the bottles of soap, the bottles that our soap comes in. So, that just shows how embedded it is in modern life. From synthetic clothing to fibers that shed in the laundry, and like face washes, the microbeads that we see sometimes. Microplastics are everywhere in our world. And according to the Korean Institute of Environmental Research, only about 15% of plastic waste in the country is properly recycled, and most treatment plants can't handle the particles that are that small. South Korea's fast-paced network of consumer culture and dependence on plastic convenience is making the issue even worse. In short, our modern lifestyle and our lack of waste control is really causing us to hurt ourselves as a population. The solution, however, is not too far off. South Korea needs both deeper scientific research and stronger national policies. Researchers need to focus on long-term studies to find out exactly how microplastics are affecting our bodies and what exposure levels are going to be safe for us. At the same time, the government must upgrade waste systems to capture these tiny particles and create stricter regulations on plastic production and disposal. The United Nations Environmental Program as a whole has recommended steps like banning unnecessary microbeads in products. On a personal level, we're going to be able to help too. I think we all need to change our consumption habits and go for either more renewable packaging or whatever it may be to limit at least our own individual households how much plastic we're consuming. In conclusion, throughout this speech, I have discussed the widespread problem of microplastic exposure in South Korea, explored the main causes, and it offered us a couple of realistic solutions. Microplastics may be invisible to the eye, but their impact on our environment and health is deadly, and we need to get on that soon because the more we ignore them, the more they accumulate within our bodies and our society. And limiting this threat begins with awareness, scientific investigation, and personal change in our habits. So next time you drink a glass of water, remember, even what you can't see in there, it's going to harm you. Thank you.